Hi Aries, let's see what's coming in for you for mid-May. Okay, this was at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. It just flipped over in the deck. I'm going to put it out there because it wants to be seen, and I was shuffling for you Aries, so it's meant for you, and that's a big card to be starting with. Judgment card, Page of Pentacles, nice. Five of Swords. Yeah, that's so perfect, having that Ten of Swords clarifying that Judgment card. Oh wow, okay, Page of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. That's pretty powerful. Lots of new beginnings happening. We'll see what this Five of Swords is about. Well, that's positive. We've got the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck we have Justice. Beautiful. Lots of balance needed here. And I am feeling like there's something that's coming to the surface that is, it's balancing something within you, within your life, that it's like you've been trying to deal with the froth on the waves and you haven't gone into the ocean to actually get to what's causing it. And this is saying this is what's down deep that's actually causing the disturbance on the top, on the surface, is actually going to come to the surface now, and you're going to actually be able to resolve it. Set things on an even keel are the words I got. Look, your current situation is, you've got the Judgment and the Ten of Swords. You're going through some major transformation, Aries. This is really massive energy. I don't even know how to describe what's happening in you, because it's feeling like just such a massive transformation at a deep spiritual level that is also manifesting externally. You may be going through a bit of turmoil. If you're not in the flow of this, it can come up as like unspecified anxiety, or feeling overwhelmed, or pessimistic, or uncertain about where you are in your life and what you're doing and what's coming next, and just kind of feeling a bit off balance, which is why that Justice card is there. But this Ten of Swords, I mean, this is saying, if this is the death of the ego part of you, that small self part of you, needs to die for this Judgment to bring you back to life, to elevate you to a higher state of consciousness, to a higher state of being. Even if you're not a spiritual person, this is a big transformation. I think that's the third time I said it. This is just huge. So if you are going through, some people call it like the dark night of the soul, or if it just feels like you're off balance and uncertain and confused about where you are and what's coming next, and everything around you is just feeling a little daunting, or if everything around you is fine but you're feeling just really unsettled within yourself, which is a big part of this kind of transformation, the more you can, and I know it's hard because I've been through it myself, but the more you can open yourself into it, let go into it, so you're not kind of fighting it and resisting it. If you can kind of be with the discomfort, you'll find that it actually starts letting go more quickly. That resistance just sort of prolongs it. This is going to happen whether you're ready for it or not. And the more you resist it, the more it feels like you're butting up against a brick wall, and more things are coming at you that make it harder for you. And so if you can let go into it, go into that flow state, this will shift you. I mean, the outcome for this, these two cards, the outcome for this is quite profound, because it is moving you into a higher state of being. The fact you have two Ace cards in here, this is already telling me that you're going to get to this new stage. This is the gifts of the universe starting you on a new part of your life, a new path for your life. Just hang in there. It is all going to work out. Let yourself get out of your mental state, because these swords are representative of thoughts, and during this major transformation, it's our thoughts that can be the most damaging and the most overwhelming to us. So anything you can do to kind of get out of your head and just enjoy life a little bit more, it will help you. I've been talking a lot, I'm sorry. I do want to say just one last thing on this. I'm not an astrologer, but I understand that the Scorpio full moon, I'm doing this just before, I think it's 2 days before the Scorpio full moon. It's apparently going to be quite an emotional ride. It's apparently sort of bringing things to the surface, which is what I was getting with that Justice card. It's bringing things to the surface so that they can be cleared out and we can move on with our lives. That's so much what is happening here with this Ten of Swords and this Judgment card. You're going to be fine. You are going to get through it. Just as much as you can, as I said, let go into it. Okay, moving on. So the influencing energies for these two cards, so the Judgment and Ten of Swords, are the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. That's very, very cool. This is all about grounding. So that's a big part of what's going to help you move forward. Grounding yourself in nature specifically, but also grounding yourself in something that I feel like there's something you started recently. You've just picked up a new hobby, or you found a new friend, or you've got a new pet, you started gardening, something that's sort of brings you sort of down to earth. Whatever it is, these are sunflowers, the pentacles in this deck. And I'm just feeling such a deep connection to the earth, to nature. So there's something that will help ground you, that you have actually started recently with that Page of Pentacles. And whatever this is, there is this gift from the universe. There's something, I'm getting those simple pleasures as well. There's something about noticing sweet, simple moments that the universe provides for you. Notice the flower and have a smell. Notice the little critters or the birds doing their thing. Whatever you can do to ground yourself, that's going to help you through this transformation process. So in your outcome, you have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. These are two interesting cards because they do feel like they're a little bit in conflict, or rather that you're going to be a little bit in conflict yourself with that Five of Swords, and perhaps not notice that this Ace of Wands is coming in. But this is a fresh new burst of energy, this Ace of Wands. What you don't want is to direct that new energy straight back into your head, into those conflicting thoughts. Remember I said that about the Ten of Swords, that the thoughts can be the most damaging to us when we're going through a transformation. You don't want this new energy to be going straight back into that cycle of old, heavy, fighty kind of thoughts. Instead, you want to drop this bow, because no one wins in this situation. The man's lost his friend, the friend's lost the battle. It's just, and they've got their feet in water in this particular card. There's an emotional component to that. Water is always representative of the emotions in the tarot, in esoteric wisdom. So it just feels like there's a loss here. And it feels like the more you stay in your thoughts, the more difficult things are going to feel for you. So when this fresh new energy comes in, redirect it into these pentacles, redirect it into grounding yourself in the things that keep you joyful, or even better, redirect this energy back into this transformation. As I said, try and open into it, and if you can, sit with it, go into it, look at what's happening within you, feel it and process it, let it rise, let it dissolve. That's what I was getting a lot with that Justice. Let it rise, let it dissolve. Yeah, you're breaking free of old chains, and this is this wheel of destiny that's turning so that you can move into this chariot, this guider of your own destiny, driver of your own destiny. Let me pull some clarifiers. Firstly, I'll pull some clarifiers for that Five of Swords. I want to see, because it is the outcome. Yeah, I'm getting sort of the same message with that Four of Cups that I got with the Ace of Wands. You don't want to be distracted. Some new offer, new gift, like this new something from the universe. This is like another sort of ace, the Ace of Cups, like the Ace of Pentacles. You've got two aces. There's so much universal support, and with that Ace of Cups coming in, it wants to come in. Be careful of getting yourself so stuck and so stubbornly focused on the things that you're disappointed in, that you're afraid of, that you're just mired in, that you miss this beautiful Ace of Cups. The other thing that came out, the other card that came out, is this Hanged Man. Perfect. Take time for yourself, time out to look at things from a new perspective. He's very, very chilled. He's put himself in that position just to see things from a new perspective, and he gains wisdom, he gains enlightenment with that halo. Very, very reflective of what should be coming out with that Judgment card. This is all about an awakening and a huge transformation. Have I said that enough times? Yeah, ultimately, that's great. that's really great. You've got the Six of Swords. This is showing me that there is this conflict going on with that Five of Swords. This is the next steps. The next card. The Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. You will be moving away from that conflict, from those troubled waters. You'll find that calm. You'll find that peace, which you can get from that Hanged Man. This is this story telling you, in order to get to that calmer sea and that space of balance and serenity, take time out, go within, process. I have been getting that message almost every single read I've done for the last few months. The biggest message we have all been getting is to go within, take time for ourselves and go within. There's so much turmoil and chaos going on externally at a global level, a national level, and like at a personal level as well. We're all kind of feeling various levels of chaos. And the way through that is to go within. Take time out for yourself, process things, see things from a new perspective, and you'll gain the enlightenment you need. Move into calmer waters. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 final cards. This is the final message for this short little read. It's really interesting. Big changes for you. Wow. Of course, the big changes, as I was saying. This is the Death card. This is the ending of a cycle. So reflective of this Ten of Swords and this Judgment. Basically, this is the middle card. You go through the death of the ego. It's a huge lower level death. You process through that transformation of letting go, moving on, and then you reach that state of rebirth. You get called back from the dead. So this Death card, it's like the old trees that die in the forest and become a new platform for life to grow. You know, that's what the Death card is. It's not something to be concerned about. I can feel the first sprouts of new life coming from this death. That's what these aces are. In this particular deck, the sunflower is just sprouting. This little like bonsai tree is just sprouting. This Death card is clearing the way for new life. So whatever it is you're going through, there is something that's going to bloom on the other side of it. Whoa, this wanted to come, I think that was here, right? Yep, right underneath. We had the Devil underneath the Justice card. Now it's come out with our clarifiers. Yeah, you're breaking these old patterns, breaking these old chains. This is why the more you resist, the harder it's going to be. If you're just pulling on the chains trying to get away, you're not actually going to escape from this devil. You need to be... There's a way to release yourself from these chains without fighting the devil. It's the devil trap. Sometimes you don't even realize you're in it, but once you're there, if you just keep trying to resist and fight and battle, you're actually going to get more caught up in it. There's a way of letting go and surrendering that allows these chains to just fall away, to dissolve, to vanish and set you free. And this is what you're going through. This Death card is saying that this is the death of these old patterns, these old habits, which is why you're going through this death of the ego. This is such a big moment for you. Huge old patterns. These are patterns that were instilled in you from birth, the patterns from your family, from your early life, and possibly even from past lives. You can have old things that are just carried on through our energies that need to be shed. So that's what this period of time is all about. Oh, Aries, you are really going through something quite powerful. You are going to be quite the force at the other end. I love this. Look at all these major arcana and incredibly powerful cards. To end with the Sun, this is your result. Look at these 3 cards with that Judgment and Ten of Swords at the beginning. And the journey that you're going through, this huge death, this huge end of a cycle, the ending of something that's breaking you free. Like, I don't know if you understand how powerful it is to break free of old patterns. These things that are in your unconscious mind that have been dictating the way you live your life without you even realizing it. You're shifting that now, and the outcome is the Sun. This is the most joyous card in the deck. This is happiness, freedom, success, so much joy, so much joy. So obviously you're going to see this through and be hugely successful and powerful at the other end of it. This was a much bigger read than I planned, but wow, you're really going through a lot, so I'm glad I did this when I did. I wish you all the best, Aries. This is quite a powerful time for you.